Howdy y'all, this is Dwight and welcome back to my channel. I'm doing this video to answer a question a gentleman asked in the comments on my previous video. And he was asking what I use to cut my nail necks in with. To start with, I just got a really cheap mini mill. It ain't nothing special. I was going for cheap. And the stone I'm using, of course, is a bench grinder stone. And I got it off the old Amazon. It's a Norton, and that's the size of it. Of course, it's a white stone, so it's a soft stone. So I'm doing all my nicks before heat treat, which is what I've been doing anyways. But after heat treat, I'm sure this would still cut if you did it gentle, but it would wear the soft stone down a lot more quickly. And on top of that, the way I dress my wheel, of course I dressed that angle in it. Use this diamond dressing tool. And of course I used my vise to do that. Trying to hold it by hand, you'll get the wheel out of round really fast. Because, well, I did that. I don't know exactly what angle that is. I just eyeballed it, and I changed it a couple times until I was happy with how the nick looked on test pieces. Now the diameter of this is at least an inch less than it was to begin with. When I was first doing it on my regular full-size blades, the nick was very wide. And I might end up dressing this down to a smaller diameter here at some point. But on a full-size blade, my personal preference, I like the width of that nick. It's pretty good, but it could still stand to be down a little smaller, especially if I'm going to attempt to do like a multi-blade with small blades. I will need a little bit less width on the neck. Let's see, as far as how I dress the wheel, I do not dress the top part of it. My personal preference is the spine of my neck to be straight. You dress the top, you will create the spine of the neck. It will get a bow in it. There's a better view of it. I ain't saying that's perfectly straight, but it's close enough to satisfy my preference. And it also gives me a sharper end on each end of the nail nick. You dress the top part, you will end up getting a droop on each end, so the whole thing is curved on the top. Some guys like that. Like I said, it's personal preference. And of course, to help keep the end of the nick sharp, you gotta keep this angle sharp, so it takes periodic very light dressing to keep this sharp. I actually dressed this right before I did this nail nick, so it turned out, I'm pleased with how it turned out. I think that covers most of what I can think of off the top of my head. I hope this answered your question, and of course if there's any other questions, I will do my best to answer them, whether it's in a comment or in a video like this. So appreciate everybody stopping by, and appreciate you watching. Until next time, y'all take care.